There's an ISD-2. No, ISD-1. That's an ISD-1 right there. Oh, my word. That thing is gigantic. And it's like, we can really see all the turrets now. All those little RH-3s. Well, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to X4 with the Star Wars mod. And today we're going to be looking at the Dreadnoughts and Battlecruisers submod that you can find on the Nexus. It's Sovereign is the one that has made the mod. He's also on the Discord as Savri. He's done a fantastic job. It's like I really am impressed with the implementation of these ships into the game. But I don't recommend them right now. And there's several caveats why I don't recommend them right now, and it mainly has to do with the current game engines. Like once 6.0 rolls out and we get all updated for like the 6.0 update, where we're getting all of the nice quality of life features, the new engine and everything like that, and we'll have it'll probably be at a good state to bring this in. But there's actually two ships in this pack that I think should be rolled out immediately, that I think are perfectly suited and perfectly able to be in the Star Wars mod as they are. And that's the Allegiance. And you can see the smaller ship right there off to the right. We have the Titan up front, the Annihilator in the back, and up at top that you can barely see it. That's the Eclipse Super Dreadnought. But yeah, there's the other ship that I think they could really use in the current mod, and what this faction could actually use the most of, is the Kandosi. Having the Kandosi and for the Mandalorian Death Watch, I think would be a fantastic move at this standpoint, because right now the Mandalorians do not have a proper carrier, and this one's a pretty good carrier. Anyways, let's just go ahead and hop into it, and let me showcase what we got. And here we are. So the Allegiance costs 1.2 million, and the Annihilator costs 1.2 billion, not million, billion. And it comes in at a length of 2.2 kilometers. And then the Annihilator here is 5 billion credits, and it is around 7.2 kilometers. Whew. That thing is huge. But if we go to modules here, and then we go to build modules, and we look at the extra large, 495 million just for the fabrication bay. So we're going to grab that, even though we already have it, technically.
Good luck out there. It's an honor to see you
But
here.
yeah, it's like you guys are going to be looking at a lot of money, because these PXLs are 6.6 million, 417s 4.8, and then another 5 million here. So like you're looking at 15 million just in those turbo lasers before you try to grab everything else is going to go with it. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard our bridge of the Annihilator. So yeah, it's using the smaller Imperial styled bridge, which I'm fine with, because this ship is absolutely massive. I don't think you guys fully understand how big this ship is. Where is our... Oh, here we go. Perfect. So we got the Devastator here, which I think is an ISD-2. Yeah, ISD-2. So here's our ISD-2 we all know and love, and is the current strong contender for biggest, baddest ship in the game. And then you go down and you just see the absolute immense scale of an Annihilator. And that Annihilator is 20 kilometers away. We know that because we're on the bridge of the Annihilator, and the ISD-2 here is 20 kilometers away. Like, the ISD-2 alone is big at 1.6 kilometers, and then you got that thing. Oh my word.
Annihilator class Star Dreadnought.
Like, if you look up, look how tiny the ISDs look. How tiny. Anyways. So, let's go ahead and look at the overall stats of this thing, because she is pretty. See what we got. There's ship overview here, and we're looking at 12 million on the hull, 13.75 shields. That's almost 14 million shields. Whew. Recharge rate of 12,500 megawatts. So she's basically bringing in like a full 1,000 shields like every 15 seconds. Like that's obscene. Average group shields, 535,201. Recharge rate of 742 megawatts for the small shields. That's pretty nice too. Radar range 65 kilometers instead of our normal 50 or 45. What average turret weapon? Oh, wow. 92,070 megawatts of average turret output. Jeez, that is insane. She has a crew of 1,252. To put that in comparison, a regular ISD-2 can carry 200 for crew. 1,250. Oh my word! That means that you're filling up the crew for 6 ISD-2s. Wow. Speed of 135, so she's already faster than ISD-2. Acceleration 57. It's not bad for an extra large. I'd like it over probably in like the 60s, 70s. It'd probably be perfect there. Boost speed 270, so she's still quite quick. Travel speed 6,500. Strafe speed of 5 meters per second and a strafe acceleration of 0.4 meters second squared. Yaw of 1.3, pitch and roll of 1 degree a second. So she's a slow dump truck and 165,000 container storage. She's got a container number of ships. She's got 42 small docks and 102 for the ship capacity. Okay, so the Annihilator and the Allegiance you can get through the Empire, and it's like we're also going to be looking at the Candosa as well. It's like I'm not going to showcase all and every single ship that comes included with the pack. It's like if you really want to know, it's like you can see on the download page, or you can get it yourself and play out all the ships. There's plenty of more to explore, such as like the Titan class, as well as being able to capture the Eclipse. So there's plenty of choices here, but we're looking just at this these Imperial ships here. The Annihilator at 12 million. It's like the ISD-2 at 2.2. Shields 13.7 versus 3.4 and 2.6 respectively. And it's like the only thing that you're seeing going up at all is just maneuverability. So you're going to sacrifice so much maneuverability and so much firepower. It's like the Allegiance goes from 32,000 to 92,000, and the jump between the ISD-2 and the Allegiance 13.9 to 32.5. So like these things are extremely powerful. So I don't recommend these until about like late game is when you're trying to focus on one of these. I wouldn't try to get one of these early game, because if you do, it's like either A, you're not going to be able to replace it, or B, you're going to come against something that's much meaner and tougher than you are. And I'm looking at you, Strident. Yeah, if you guys aren't aware about the Strident Star Destroyer, it is the New Republic's capital ship, and it's about the size of this thing. And just almost just as much firepower. Anyways, let me see if I can try to find this fight, and I'll return with it shortly. Oh, we've got our first little fight here. There's not really a whole lot going on. We don't have any big XLs, like just mainly larges and mediums. So we're going to wait on the rest of it to show up and see what happens from there. But yeah, it's like it's mainly just small little fights. Like this Victory 2's mainly done all the work himself. Like he killed a Dreadnought. Now he's finishing off these other CR90s, and he's pretty much done. So probably gonna poke our nose through into New Republic space and see what happens.
I've got you in my
Jump completed. Bill Ranger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and here we've got more of a bigger fight, I guess you could say. We've got a station here. We're gonna go ahead and take direct control here, because we got enemy fighters in the mix, enemy bombers. And what we're going to do is we're just going to turn our flank over here. And it's like immediately we're firing.
All right then, you asked.
Was that supposed to impress me?
Danger.
I'm not worried about any torpedoes or bombs. We've got almost 13 million hull. Ooh.
Danger. Incoming missile. Advanced Electronics Factory.
Awaiting orders.
Now we're going to lose a lot of TIE fighters there.
Damage confirmed.
Incoming missile. Danger.
All right, here we go. Going in on the station. Looks like there's an MC-40 protecting it.
MC-40.
Yep, there is.
Cruiser.
That'll be fun to shoot, so long as the Victory don't kill it.
Danger. Advanced Electronics Factory.
Yeah, our big guns are firing now.
You gave it your best shot and failed.
MC-40A light cruiser.
Doesn't look like it's doing all that much to them shields. Looks like the Ion's doing more to the shields than those guns are.
Incoming missile.
Not enjoying this. Get out of here.
You're going to get it now.
Incoming missile.
Yeah, but we're pounding on it now. Like, it's dead.
Danger.
And we got heavy missiles going after it too. Be nice if there's, you know, some
taking
MC-80s
hits.
coming along.
Confirmed.
You may live to regret that.
Requesting immediate backup.
That station's gonna be dead very,
Danger.
very quickly.
I didn't mean to hit you. Sorry.
It's absolutely fine that you accidentally shot me. If there's any ship to accidentally shoot, it's gonna be this one.
Backup.
Prepared to be like one hit like that isn't gonna stop me.
Guns are opening up. Let's see what the station looks like. Looks like it's already pretty much dead. Yeah, it's down to 45%.
Rookie. Is that all you've got?
That poor Pelta 2. That Pelta 2 is getting annihilated right now.
Any more where that came from?
Look what it looks like from the front. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
Something hit us.
This is starting to get worse.
Acknowledged.
Well, hello there. We have something to our rear.
Nebulon C frigate.
Nebulon C.
We're taking hits. Acknowledged.
Oh, that Nebulon C is getting destroyed by our ISD back there. So he's going against the ISD too. He's not going to live very long over there. Victory 2's got this in the bag.
You may live to regret that.
Rookie.
Alrighty. Looks like we're moving on towards the defense platform or the equipment dock, one of the two.
Equip.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, we got a lot of stations that we can tear out through here. But I really want to see if I can try to find us some enemy capital ships to destroy. So, until then,
You're going to get it now.
and here we are, ladies and
Allegiance
gentlemen,
class
and what we
Star
have
Destroyer.
here is a whole lot. Yeah, we've got tons and tons and tons of enemies here. Let me go ahead and I need to click on that and declare war, and yes. Sweet, okay. So,
Awaiting orders.
what we have here is an Allegiance with an ISD-1 and ISD-1 with like Vindicators and Immobilizers and a bunch of Raiders and such. Over here, we've got a Kandosai right here leading the squadron. We got a Keldobby, as well as some Dreadnoughts in here and about. And we got another Kandosai back here. What we want to do is we want to move that order and just let it go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to tell our ships to be very specific here. And what I want is I want all the Dreadnoughts to focus in on that. And then I want all the Keldobbies and the Kandosais to focus in on this. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to let that play and see what happens. All right, so as we saw from the Allegiance has a ton, and a ton of firepower, shields, hull. It's like it's basically improved across the board when played up against ISD2. Just full on upgrade. So it's a big ISD2. And we're going to see how this all works out.
Requesting immediate backup.
Confirmed.
We got our guns
We're
firing.
taking hits.
I'm going to move to the left here.
Requesting immediate backup.
We were hit. Affirmative.
I'll make sure you regret that. That's the top floor where that came.
It looks like we're having a really good hit on that. Because we haven't even started taking shield damage or anything like that yet. And that Allegiance is already starting to lose some hull, some shield.
Hit us. Affirmative.
We got a Keldabi parked right below us here. And this is where I was really talking about the performance, is because this is a brand new game. It doesn't have anything in it. And as you guys can see, okay, there we go. As you guys can see, it's like the lag is getting intense. And it's like we really don't have a whole lot here.
Hadn't done that.
We really don't at the end of the day. Like we could have so much more here. And this is where I was talking about the performance thing. But the Candosai is a very beautiful ship, if you guys haven't seen it before.
Something's hit us.
And that Allegiance is gone.
Affirmative.
Hopefully you start losing some lag once that Allegiance blows up.
It's not so easy to defeat.
Now we're going to
Awaiting
focus this ISD right here.
Imperial Star Destroyer 1.
You were hit. Now.
And solid for the poor frame rates, guys. Like I said, it's like we really don't have a whole lot here, but the frame rate is just tanking. It's the engine. It's not the graphics card. It's the engine. Because my graphics card, even with recording right now in 1080p, I'm sitting at like 60% utilization, and most of that is going to be my recording software. All right, so we're done with that one. Okay, I guess we're going up then. I guess we're not going anywhere because we got fighters stuck in our ship here. We'll wait for all those fighters and stuff to launch.
Awaiting orders.
Right up. Try talking less. You might fly better. It's not so easy to
Incoming
Looks
missile.
like all the ISDs are dead.
Awaiting
There's our
orders.
combat for the day. And as I was mentioning about the graphics engine, the 6.0 is upgrading the graphics engine to where we can get a lot more frame rate and a lot more complex orders and pathfinding for all of our ships and such. So I'm going to hop out of here.
Hello there.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and compare our Candosai and El Caldabe together so you guys can get a sense of where the Candosai kind of sits. And this is why I was saying that Candosai would be a perfect addition to the normal Star Wars mod that we have. So the Keldabi is in our current modern regular X4 Star Wars, right? And as we can see, it's like it's perfectly comparable. I mean, its stats are just slightly above the Keldabi. The Keldabi's got it beat in all the mobility and even in the average turret weapon output. So the Candosai fitting in for the Mandalorians, I feel, is a perfectly balanced idea. And I think that this ship right here is probably the best thing that we can see from the Submod in its current state. Don't get me wrong. It's like I think all the ships and stuff that they currently add are fantastic. But at the same time,
travel drive.
they're just, the game engine isn't ready for it, and two, it's just way too taxing on the current game engine. And that's the reason why I don't recommend this mod, and the reason why I won't be playing with it. Other than that, though, it's like if you guys really think this mod's interesting, and you guys really think that the ships are cool and you guys want them, go for it. I highly recommend that you download it if you want to have the fun. But at the end of the day, it's all about what kind of playability you have versus the kind of gameplay experience that you want, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Laters, everybody.